Ambojiraw. We are here with a presentation of governance framework for AI-powered facial recognition in public surveillance. Next slide. These are team members: Chetan, Rajat, and Syed Hashim. These are contents. While coming to the introduction part, here in this introduction, facial recognition technology is used artificial intelligence to recognize people face from photos or videos. It works by studying a person's facial features like eyes, nose, and mouth and turning them into a unique digital pattern. It is called number demanding that can be compared with the other images to compare who they are. This technology is often used in public places for security or surveillance. However, even though it is very advanced, many people are concerned about privacy, accuracy, and how the data might be used for shared without any permission. Here, FRT, facial recognition technologies. It uses the AI model for identify the individual based on their facial features captured in images or videos. Next slide will continue by Sayadashi.
Next slide we have problem statements. So here we have the rapid AI adaptations. The use of AI facial recognition in public space is growing rapidly across the world. So the security and the privacy is plays an important role while coming to the facial recognition. The lack of safeguard means most systems are uh, deployed without the proper legal frameworks and guidelines or for public mm, consents. Likewise, transparency issues citizens often don't know how to mm, how their data is being collected uh, or used. So next we have democratic challenges like unregulated uses and principle of democracy such as freedom, privacy, and transparency. Next, coming to the objectives of project, here we are to analyze the existing governance frameworks for facial recognition in public surveillance. So here, framework analysis study the existing governance systems used for AI-based facial recognitions. Next, we have gap identifications. For gap identifications, find the missing elements in privacy, fairness, and accountability. Next, coming to the model development, here we are going to design a multi-layered governance model that supports both innovation and right protections. Next, coming to the framework, here the framework introduces a governance framework which is combining legal, technical, and communal safeguards. Next, among the ethical advancement, for ethical advancement, the encourage of responsible and innovation in the AI while ensuring fundamental human rights are protected. Next slide will be continued by Rajat.
In literature survey, we discuss about many resources. One of their judicial sources, policy frameworks, key features, and their effectiveness. In first one, you have European Unions. These have frameworks like AI Act, GDPR, which classifies the real-time facial recognitions, but it have high risk. They have strong effectiveness as compared to other sources. Second one is United Kingdoms. United Kingdom's ICO guidance. This is the framework in which it gives mandates DPI's lawful basics. It gives key features like lawful basics, but it have authoritative guidance, but have to improve. Third one, United States. These frameworks are patchwork approach. There is no federal law for this, and we have restricted very widely. and it have inconsistent effectiveness as compared to others. In fourth one, we have NIST technical body. These frameworks are standard guidance and provides benchmark for accuracy. In this, we have technical robots, but it lack of legal enforcements. Next slide. As we come to methodology, we have first technical analysis. In the technical analysis, we break down the facial expressions into many parts based on their pipelines and its patterns, and we give positives, false negatives, true positives, and true negatives. In policy review, we study about many governance models like European model, United Kingdom's model, and United States models. In risk assessment, we know about risks like privacy policy of the particular person by using the AI facials and fairness, racism, and accountability. Accountability means number of data stored about the particular person. In framework design, we develop a governance model. In this governance model, we take a permission from the governments for legal and technical approach. In this, we had done frameworks in procedural layers. Last one, stakeholders mapping. In this, we seek guidance from the technologists like engineers, developers, lawyers for law enforcement, and policymakers to make decisions based on their data collected, and they help us to make decisions on these frameworks. Next slide will be continued by Chetan.
Requirements. In that hardware requirements, the one is high resolution cameras. In that capture the clear facial images in different lighting and angles. And next is edge computing devices. In that process data locally to reduce to improve the speed. Next one is GPU enabled servers. In that to handle the heavy computation needed and for training the deep learning models. Next one is software requirements. In that facial recognition algorithms, which detects the faces and extracts the features and match identify identify. And next is AI model training platform. In that tools like TensorFlow or PyTorch to build and refine models. Next one is database systems. In that store and manage the biometric data for comparison. Next slide. Conclusion. In that this slide is reflect on the border impli- implication of deploying the facial recognition in public. Next is it enhances the security and efficiency, but raises the concept but privacy and fairness accountability. This slide is enhance the importance of governance models and safeguard, especially for real-time use. Next, Rajat will continue the code.
This is the code we had implemented in our project. In this, first we import matplotlib and numpy's libraries. This matplotlib library is used to represent the graphs and numpys for numerical data handling. In second, we had implemented groups like light male, light female, dark male, dark female, and they had particular accuracy levels. And we have groups of occurrences, colors, and many more. In this graph, we had represent blue color as light male, and light blue as light female, and dark green as male, dark male, and green has dark female. In this, we had used facial recognition accuracy by using demographic groups like font size, pad, and accuracy rate. In this, for valuable labels, we had used GIFs like bars, accuracy, and we had used width, height. Based on the person's width and height, we can significantly classify them, and many more like foot weight. And this graph represents the facial accuracy by demographic graph. Threshold and grid. In this graph, we represent the fairness threshold through our graphical representation. The red color dots lines the source the fairness threshold of 85%. Last, we had display the overall accuracy levels of our model and total significant bias detected. In this, we have highest accuracy 95% and lowest accuracy 75%. The bias gap is 20 percentage points, and we face to detect significant bias detect, and system needs retraining with diverse data. Thank you.